My name is Todd Shephard with Shephard Motivations. Participating in extreme endurance events for decades, I've gained wisdom and perspective about business and life. My dream is to pass on this hard-earned knowledge and help you reach your goals and aspirations. Life and work is about people. It's about how we react to and interact with the people we touch every day. These people are our team. A few weeks back, I ran the Akron Marathon. There are two reasons I shouldn't have run the Akron Marathon. One is I had a hamstring that didn't fully heal, that I'd injured about 10 weeks earlier. And number two is I basically didn't run for those 10 weeks. Leading up to the race, I'm whining, I'm worrying about my hamstring. I really dreaded being out there. So the race gets started and off we go. I figure I'll run as long as I can till I hurt myself, and then I'll walk. So I'm out there cruising along, just waiting for my hamstring to go. And then I come up on the first hero station. Akron's Children's Hospital is a corporate sponsor of the Akron Marathon Race Series. And the hero zones are sections along the course where patients of the hospital are highlighted. And then these kids are, in bad shape, some of them, cancer, cerebral palsy, many of them are in a wheelchair. And these kids are holding up a little sponge target that says tap for power. And so their support group is cheering on the runners, cheering on the kids, encouraging these kids. In some cases, they actually had to help these kids hold up a little sponge target. And it hits me. I've done nothing but whine, dreading this day to some extent. While these kids, these heroes, have far worse things to worry about. I'm able to come out here and survive 26.2 miles, and some of these kids might not survive the month. They're looking at us as heroes. So for probably the first time that day, I smiled. And I made sure I tapped every one of those targets along the course. It turns out that being able to give these kids and their families a little bit of joy, it actually helped me complete that race and have a pretty good time doing it. Another story. A few years ago, I helped a friend of mine complete his first Ironman triathlon. And I passed off some wisdom to him that was passed on to me while I was training for a 100-mile run. For those of you who don't know, an Ironman triathlon consists of 2.4-mile swim, 112-mile bike, and a 26.2-mile marathon. The run, since it's last, can be just brutal. And then at mile 19, I see him coming, he's in these great spirits. And the advice Chris took that day was, when you're out there and you need a boost, find someone else who's having a rough time and start talking to them. So he saw Peggy out there struggling and he started talking to her. Started offering her encouragement. So after a little while, Chris said to Peggy, again, no matter what, you and I are finishing this race together. And then Chris lets her finish ahead of him so she can soak it in. After the race, he told me that he thought about what I had said, and it made for a truly unforgettable race. So what do these stories have to do with teams? Teams can shift from day to day and circumstance to circumstance. For my race, the heroes in those groups with them became my team. We gave them a little hope and encouragement and maybe some memories for life. For Chris and Peggy, Peggy said she wouldn't have finished the race without them. That's how good teams work. So we are a product of the teams around us. Every day we have a chance to be a teammate with others and change in some way their lives. The key is, what kind of a teammate are we going to be? If we're a good teammate, our lives and the people we touch will be far better for it. If you'd like more information, feel free to contact me.